and welcome back to the ASUS ROG DreamLeague here live from Jönköping at DreamHack Summer. And we just watched our first game, and it was the best of one. BU won.
Thank you, Shiva.
Okay.
I swear, I had to do that at least once.
You're very close to me. It's kind of, I like it.
But it was Burger United, that one. Basically unknown, unfortunately, dropping to the lower bracket, but from here on out they'll be playing best of threes. And I think that might suit them a bit better, give them a bit of a chance to warm up against the team that they're playing against as well.
Yeah, honestly, the thing for me in that game was both team supports played like amazingly.
Yeah.
Like, even for basically unknown, they, like, Somanen just was on point so much. He got so many kills on Sing Sing on the anti-mage and like just catching people out constantly with the.
I think they did a really good job at rotating the supports together too. Like the Disruptor and Ogre played very well in tandem and moved around very well. For me, it was more of a strategic loss than it was out execution, like in the individual fights. The AM got way too much space in that game.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit surprised because I was talking to Draskell about it after the game, like just theory crafting about how that lane plays out. Let's say you have AM Shaker Coddle versus what was it, Gyro Disruptor Ogre.
Yes.
The way they won the lane, correct me if I'm wrong, was that Coddle was in the forest and he illuminated a couple of times into the lane and he harassed them really hard.
Yeah.
Let's imagine that Ogre just moves out into the forest and he starts running at the Coddle and just ignites him and starts hitting him. What's your counterplay? Your Coddle has nothing. He's level 1, so he has Illuminate, right?
Yeah.
And your Shaker has a Fissure. So Ogre throws Ignite, it forces out a Fissure, and a fight. Coddle has to run. He's going to lose that fight. Ogre has high armor, he has high health regen, high health. He just fights them all the time.
I think on the other side though, if you do get mana leak really early and the anti-mage blinks aggressively with like mana break, it can go.
Then you're still blinking into the possibility of a Gyro just rotating around. It's not that black and white. It's not that simple. But I think they should have played that lane differently. Then when Disruptor also ganks mid, which is fine, he moved to gank mid. He skilled Glimpse level 1. So after that gank happens, they actually don't have their key ability for fighting top, which is Thunderstrike. Deals pretty good damage in level 1. They could take those supports fights, and they didn't do that. So I think it was just for me, it was the stereotypical game. AM gets to farm. We don't counter him. We don't have a really great counter pick, and he gets too big. And then he split pushed them, like they talked about.
That Roshan fight where he split pushed was actually, in my opinion, like they were still in the game 100% in my opinion, but that one fight where they just kind of caused so much chaos that.
And in addition to that, I think at one point at top of the net worth, the Darkseer was actually got a hell of a lot out of the offlane as well. So they got really, really rich.
I think when you're playing against anti-mage though, you kind of, it's always in your mind. You're like, we need to gank anti-mage, and all of a sudden Paris on the offlane is like right up at your tier 2 tower, just farming away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got a lot out of. See, that's the thing. So if you're trying to shut down anti-mage, then you can do that at the sacrifice of getting a farmed Darkseer on the other side, but they lost both. So even though they got a lot of kills and the Disruptor rotated really well, they never won the farm battle. And then ultimately in the mid game, let's say you're ahead by 5 kills, but you're behind by 100 CS. It's
pretty difficult.
Not enough. There were indeed a lot of fights during this game. There was one fight that particularly stood out to Shane, and he therefore selected that fight for Shanealytics.
Welcome to the drawing board.
Great.
All right.
That's a great camera shot.
It really was. All right, so I actually selected that fight, the one I was talking about, when they have the Roshan fight and they're pushing, and Sing Sing is kind of in the top lane just doing anti-mage things. So Scriff, you're gonna go to top, I'm pretty sure, and we're gonna see Sing Sing pushing. Yeah, okay. Now this is the decision as a team. You say, okay, do we like? It's too late now. We could have rotated top and tried to defend, but all of a sudden we have to fight. We're committed.
All the BKBs.
And one thing that, my nuts on his air shaker in this game, he just had so much farm so early, like 22 minutes blink force, and he did this Fissure, and then the Illuminate on top of it. It just completely, it's not really working very well, but it pushes them all completely apart, and it's extremely difficult to take that fight in that situation.
It just buys time.
And he was just waiting for the Fissure to disappear, and they can't really fight anything other than that.
Like, you can see what they're doing. It's not even that they want to fight. It's just, we need to cause chaos. Like, so they're kind of going in, doing some damage and then running away. And then here we see Arise basically says, we got to get out of here and defend, but it's too late. Top melee racks has been destroyed. And then against anti-mage, in this situation, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah, it's just buying time.
Oh.
You got the draw of one thing.
Yeah.
Didn't go great.
No. Did not do great.
It was better than yours.
Yeah, it was. I'm so proud of you.
So it was Birdie United that won, and Come With Me played an amazing Coddle. And we actually have a chance to talk to Come With Me for a winner's interview. Come With Me, welcome to the couch. And,
Hello.
Enjoy your microphone indeed.
Thanks.
So congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
I know you said to Jess that at no point you were really considering yourself to be behind in that game.
I think we outfront them the whole game. Maybe they got an advantage from the kills slightly, but it doesn't matter if you trade even.
How do you make sure that you don't get cocky in a situation like that? If you already think like, oh, you know, we got this, guys. How do you not overextend?
You just don't try to do anything but kill creeps and push lanes. It's the only thing you have to do.
All right, I have a question about that Roshan fight. So,
Yeah.
does Sing Sing say to you guys, I'm pushing, or does someone else on the team say, Sing Sing push, we got this? Like, how does the team dynamics go in that kind of way?
Well, before they went to rush, we knew they were missing. And then we had an idea that they're probably going to try to rush, and we called the split push. And then he just went for it, and he's like, guys, I'm killing Rash, just tell as much as you can. Okay, let's stop.
So is there anyone on your team that's the one that makes the calls, and everyone's like, okay, we listen to him, or does everyone kind of say it together, and it's like...
No, everyone makes calls.
Okay.
Like, whatever seems the best, someone calls it, and then we just go with that.
Fair enough. Do you want to ask him about badminton still?
No, absolutely not.
Not badminton, sorry.
Table tennis? No, that was not the extra question. So you third picked Anti-Mage after what were the opponent picks? Lishrak, Gyro, and Disruptor, I think?
Yeah.
Did you already, like, with the third pick Anti-Mage, we don't see that much. Did you have not the entirety of the game plan, obviously, but was it because it's a comfort pick for you, or did you already have an idea of the exact strategy you wanted to run when you get a third?
The hero was really good in the first place because Lishrak, AM is one of the better heroes against it. And then I just wanted to bait an aggro out of it, because I know we have the last pick, so I can choose a better matchup for the 1v1. And if you bait them into aggroing you, I had the Coddle pick ready. And I don't think you can outlast the Coddle lane eventually. Yeah. I think you lose that eventually.
That's a good one. We actually have selected a replay for you to study. No, for Shane to study and for us to study. And you can teach us.
Okay, I'm a teacher now.
Yes.
You'd be a great teacher. Not a table tennis, though.
So let's take a look at the replay we have.
Okay. Right, so basically what I wanted to ask is, when you're playing Coddle, and you have someone like Sing Sing on your team, do you say, okay, I'm bringing you back bottom, or does he say, bring me bottom? Like, how does that work? And like, do you ever have disagreements in that kind of way?
No, we both ask for it. Like, I ask him if he wants to go there because I think it's roll, or he tells me, dude, get me here, and then I just do it.
All right, so I think the way you play in this game was amazing, though. Like, you constantly recalling people at the right times and that kind of stuff.
I did some mistiming stuff. Like, I tried to recall Shaker once, and then he died at the same time. Yeah. So I ended up recalling AM instead somehow. I have no idea why and how that happened. But
you click on the minimap, right? Or
no. I tried to click on Shaker and he died right away when I wanted to click on
it.
And then you click on the map, and then it searches the
I just clicked the ground, literally.
Yeah.
And it brought me AM.
Exactly.
It's like, dude, what's happening? Why am I here? I don't know.
It's just the closest one there at that
That's
point.
pretty good.
Yeah, so you're moving on to the winner's bracket. You're going to face Navi or Ninjas in Pajamas. Who do you think you're going to face?
I think it's very even.
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
But you have to pick one.
Well, I hope NIP.
You hope NIP.
Yeah.
More fun to face?
Yeah, I think we play them more than Navi, so it's a bit easier for us.
Fair enough. Okay.
Or more comfortable, not easier.
No, just more comfortable against it. Yeah. Well, we're going to find out who you're going to face very soon. So thank you for taking the time to talk to us. We'll let you be on your merry way and enjoy the break you have before the next series.
Yeah, thank you.
And it's time for us to take a look at the next series.